Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome on to yet another Sunday tutorial here on the channel. And as you can probably tell from the title already, I'm going to show you my top tips and tricks for writing spooky themed EDM music, or just spooky themed music in general, to be fair. And yeah, by the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween freebie I dropped in last week's video. Link in the description if you want that. First up, we'll be looking at a particularly banging scale that spooky themed music and Halloween music use all the time, and that is the harmonic minor scale. If we head into the MIDI effects and go scale, it is right. Guys, I can't find it. Oh my god, it's literally right fucking there. So if we listen to the normal F minor scale, yup, but if we slam a scale tool on it and convert those minor notes into harmonic minor notes, it sounds a little something like this. It was an F before, so we're gonna lock it into F. Yeah, subtle towards the end, isn't it? And before? Honestly, if you're gonna take anything away from this video, is that harmonic minor scales, they're the best for Halloween. Second top tip would have to be dynamics. If you don't know what dynamics are, it's pretty much me talking like this and then talking like this. It's the variations in volume, variation in loudness between notes or phrases. And to showcase this, I've got a standard analog saw wave kind of chord, descending chord progression in the minor harmonic scale. F yet again, a little bit of reverb and saturated and delay and whatever the hell that was. But the key player here is in the amplitude, and that is the volume attack. Instead of just a synth playing, it's going, so yeah. It's louder. Chuck it with the infamous respace and fat rack that I've used on this channel many times since discovering it. I mean, that could be a spooky intro. Literally two things, chords and a fat respace. I don't think we need to spend that much time on that, but make sure you use dynamics to your advantage, emphasize the loud bits, emphasize the quiet bits, have variation essentially. Moving on, triplets and arp, a classic in the Halloween theme. Just to hear what that sounds like. So if we're going to do that just by itself, here is our chord progression. Not too exciting. Head back into the MIDI effects. Yeah, dragging our arpeggiator in. Normal 8s at the moment, not really doing it. We'll go to one above, which is 1/12. And down, I reckon. But you'll notice it's doing 4 notes and it's not really conforming to the triplety vibe. So it's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It just sounds a little bit muddled. So if we go into the trigger and drop that to a quarter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Kind of defeats the purpose of having 4 notes in the chord if we're just going to utilize the top 3 of them every time. More convenient to write it like that. Anyway, and we'll check out this serum, which I got here as well. Wasn't this? That is that. I do actually want to bring up something which I hadn't intentionally thought of for this video. And this is how to make like a organ sound. And basically, brand new preset, initialize preset, basic shapes, the sine wave. Gonna add a few more harmonics. Like an organ typically would. Why does that sound spooky already? It's the scale, I'm telling you, it's the fucking scale. And if you do have complete, by the way, or guitar rig 5 or 6, there is a banging effect which I need to find out how to replicate with a phaser. I think you might be able to do it in Live 11. Basically, it is a modulator and it is the rotator. It's phase rotation essentially, but this will instantly like organify any sound. Okay, my harmonics is shit. Yeah, rotator effects and shit like that. I need to figure out how to do it in live. Normally, I will chuck up a shorts when I do figure out how to do that with the phaser or flanger. Anyway, effects. Nice and simple, chuck a shitload of reverb on a kick and have it sound amazing. Reverb, cathedral effect, saturator straight after. Like, honestly, before, normal kick, instant thumper. Really simple, use reverb on like low impact sounds and you'll be able to transform them into something epic. So let's not spend too much time on this. Sub drops next. Actually, we'll start one from scratch. Here we go. Brand new serum. We want basic shapes. And we will draw an LFO like so. How long do we want it? Maybe a bar. A descending kind of ramp matrix. LFO 1 to global master pitch. And drag this out. Ow, my ears. Maybe we'll pitch this out a bit. Oh, trigger would be nice. So when we actually press the note, it triggers it. And like I've said before in the drum tips video, gotta love erosion on a sub bass. Maybe a little bit of overdrive like I did before. Just subtle. And auto pan. Rate, we're gonna decide that in a second. Phase 0, we want it to do like a tremolo effect. So we can start with a high rate and drop it down to a low rate. And maybe amount, not as much. Cheeky little sub drop, nice and easy. Heading on over to the next part, which is vibrato lead. Super easy to do in analog, oh my goodness, and it's very Halloweeny. Halloweeny. Watch this, saw wave, too low. Click vibrato, up the amount. But if you want to know how to do it in Serum, nice and easy as well. LFO 1, drag it onto the fine pitch. Controlling this modulation will control the depth essentially. And controlling the rate will change the vibrato rate. So we want to freeball this, turn off BPM. Vibrato is sick. Outside of Serum, just try find an LFO and map it to the fine pitch. All most synthesizers these days kind of have like a built-in vibrato feature. I know Massive does, Serum doesn't, Analog does. Operator I don't think does, but it's easy to map an LFO to the pitch. Spooky. I was going to cover organ, never mind. Like I said before on how to create one inside of Serum, adjust the harmonics and chuck in like a rotator plugin. And then layer in some chords with the minor harmonic and you're on your way. This is a contact patch, by the way. Jazz organ. Organs sound great with distortion, but they're so easy to tip it over the edge and sounding like ear piercing and shit, so. And then to combine all the tips and tricks together with dynamics, respace, that wasn't really a tip and trick. You can probably hear in the background we've got vinyl crackle, which is another subtle thing. We've got an arpeggiator, we've got a vibrato lead, we've got some impacts with some reverb as well, and I think we're about ready to go. And all of them have that magical harmonic minor scale layered onto them. So, and hearing all that in context, it sounds pretty spooky. Fucking break down, build up, drop. So yeah, that little mini demo is everything in context. Hopefully that helped translate all the tips and tricks well. And yeah, start writing some spooky themed music.